Irony is a word often misused.
A severe thunderstorm warning.
But what else do you call shooting a story about a drought in Dunn County, Wisconsin, than getting back on the road and running into this?
Capable of producing 1-inch hail and 60 miles per hour winds.
Highway 25, north of Menominee, the road ends.
There's a tree on the road right in front of us, see it?
It's a spruce tree, toppled seconds before we drove up. And that isn't all.
Oh, it's on a car. Oh, it's on a car. Is somebody in there?
A Toyota Corolla is crushed beneath the tree's massive trunk.
Somebody's in there.
On closer inspection, we can see a man inside. To our relief, he is moving. Into the hail and the rain, Rich Steary squeezes from his compacted car and into our back seat.
Mine is under the tree. It fell right on the top of my, thank God it was on the engine and not on me.
Turns out he had pulled off the road and parked under the tree to protect his brand new Toyota from the hail.
I heard this crash. I thought it was a limb coming down, but when I looked, it didn't take long to see it was the whole tree.
Rich was on his way to a meeting of the Dunn County Historical Society. Had he parked 2 feet further ahead, Rich Steary might have been history.
Oh, part of that piece there, I suppose, 1.5 tons.
Enough to smash a car.
Yeah, real easy.
God has his plan. Not done with me yet.
Boyd Huppert, KARE 11 News, Menominee, Wisconsin.
The Hall of Famer died yesterday at the age of 45 after suffering a stroke, and tonight fans are paying tribute by sharing stories and comforting one another. KARE 11's Boyd Huppert joins us live tonight from the Metrodome with more. Boyd.
Mike Kirby Puckett played baseball under a dome, but tonight his makeshift memorial continues to grow in the rain. Twins fans stopping by all day here at the Metrodome to pay tribute to the Hall of Famer with an effervescent smile.
Celebrating the memory of number 34 in wall-to-wall fashion.
The street signs in front of the Metrodome never implied actual ownership.
The season he had in '88, it still blows my mind.
But go ahead and add the apostrophes. Today, this is Kirby Puckett's place.
This says, "You're in our hearts, you're in our prayers, Kirby."
Catherine Howard brought a carload of kids from her daycare center.
We won 2 World Series.
Where boys and girls learn the number 34 before they count to 10.
We potty trained our kids by saying Kirby Puckett uses the toilet.
I'm here to thank Kirby for being able to do some of his fan mail.
Imagine Valerie Bonta thanking Kirby Puckett for allowing her, as a Twins volunteer, to answer his mail.
In fact, I sat on his lap too one time. Remember that party he had for us?
Puckett connected with people that way.
Being a shorter guy, I was always a big fan of Kirby, you know, he was about my size.
Rick Volavka made himself a promise in the stands at the '91 World Series.
This is my daughter, Kirby.
Kirby Volavka. Promise kept.
I couldn't imagine myself being anything else.
I remember the cheers. I remember watching. I remember coming down here during those days, and it's just hard to believe he's really gone.
Turns out there is crying in baseball.
You couldn't take your eyes off him.
At the place where Kirby Puckett touched them all.
He's going to be missed.
That's a loss. It's a great loss. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thanks.
Bad news rolled into North Home, Minnesota on November 17, 2003. It stopped for directions at the post office, headed east out of town past the high school, and then bad news turned in the driveway of Arland and Karen Panshot.
I seen the two soldiers there, and I knew what had happened.
Arland and Karen both knew.
Yeah.
Left to tell were the details of how their son Dale had died in Iraq, the Bradley fighting vehicle he was riding in, the hit from the rocket-propelled grenade.
Our son was the third soldier killed from Minnesota.
And now, 3 years later, the same rural roads that carried bad news to North Home, in a sense, are bringing Dale Panshot back home.
It's going to be a surprise, especially when that truck pulls up.
Eyes would be wider still if they could back up the truck 2 weeks and somehow see the woman delivering their son.
Oh, yeah. Woo! Keziah cooks. She starts cranking, she cooks.
Colorful as the palette she paints from. Keziah Hancock shares a ranch with 100 goats at the base of a mountain in Utah.
I don't know how political I am. I don't get into all that crap. I just love freedom, okay?
Here, 1,200 miles from North Home, Keziah is enjoying the company of Staff Sergeant Panshot.
What a sweet guy. I believe he is a guy that'd give the shirt off of his back. I really like that one.
Keziah should know, as an artist with a flair for giving.
That I can dance.
It started 3 years ago when a tearful Keziah painted a portrait of Utah's first fallen soldier, then kept going.
I so appreciate good guys.
50, then 100. Now nearly 250 servicemen and women from nearly every state brought back to life on canvas in Keziah's bedroom studio.
At least it's a way to say, hey, I love you, kiddo. So, that you may never be forgotten.
And when their time at the ranch is through, Keziah Hancock sends them home. Painted, framed, packed, and shipped.
Okay, sweetie. You get to go home to Mama.
And Keziah will accept not 1 cent from a soldier's family.
Dear Noel's family, I picked this one because this shows such a wonderful personality. There is a face anyone could love. Love Keziah. Okay. There's definitely a lot of love going in that box, too.
Keziah can't begin to estimate the income she has forfeited.
That's this one.
Painting sons and daughters.
Beautiful, fun lady.
Instead of the landscapes and portraits she normally sells for thousands of dollars.
Given James Coburn.
Yet all Keziah has to do is read her mail.
Like Given is still right here, watching over me and my family.
And her inner banker goes on permanent Memorial Day.
So I just love him. It's okay. And it's not this big goddamn sacrifice, and it's not this pain and misery that I have to go through. Hell, I'm not in misery. I'm working for a friend. They're my buddies. We got a good thing going. This is a partnership. This is a team.
Tough as a sailor, tender as a mom. Though long ago a bout with ovarian cancer left Keziah unable to have children of her own.
What's his last name? Panshot.
Minnesota's Dale Panshot is just her latest adopted son.
That is not half bad.
A relationship that will leave her both happier and sad.
Because he just should have been a daddy. He should have been a husband till he's 80 years old. That would have been good. I would have so loved not to have painted him.
Keziah figured out years ago that an artist can do little to stop a war. Her gift would be the deliveries to the people left to battle at home.
Wait a minute. Want to see it?
Oh.
That is awesome.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man.
Arland and Karen Panshot have never met Keziah.
Well, I'm just going to see what it'll look like.
Up there.
Probably never will.
May you feel your son's love every day. God bless you. Love, Keziah.
But two parents who can't pull their eyes off the image of their son.
She even got his
is proof.
Crooked tooth in there a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
A hug can extend from Utah all the way to the land of 10,000 stories.
He's here, you know, and that's important to me.
Kindness is a virtue, but on a ranch in Utah, compassion is an art.
There is nothing I'll ever paint that'll be more appreciated than that.